The final whistle has just went at McDermott Park. Literally, you probably heard it there. I am lying comatose. And I tell you what, it almost wasn't as bad as that performance, but Jesus, man. Well, I was excited. I was excited going into this game. Well, all we've heard for the past 2 weeks is they're champing at the bit to get on that pitch, lay the smack down. Did they lay the smack down like The Rock did last night? Probably not, but let's get into it. 3 points nonetheless, but I thought we started shite. And even before that, we've got to talk about the starting 11 for me, because Beale said that we are going to play our strongest team going into this game. We're going to play our strongest team. So he proceeds to fucking start a left back that's not included in the Europa League squad. So how's it your strongest team? Barisic is on the bench, right? So if anyone wants to use this excuse of, oh, Barisic ain't fit, he's not ready, had the fucking bus, right? See, Borna Barisic, big man. He was playing for Croatia in the international break, so of course he is. So for me, that didn't really make much sense, but it is what it is, and I guess we gotta go, damn it. He only made 2 substitutions throughout the whole game as well, which I thought was interesting to say the least. But of course, yeah, I mean, who else started? Ben Davies. I think Ben Davies was actually better than Goldson today, so I'm not going to bury the guy too much. It was good to see the likes of Tom Lawrence start. So glad Danilo started. And you know what? Lammers may have had like the most non-existing fucking football match of all time. But I'm glad he came on, to be honest. But we do kick off the game, guys. And it wasn't really that good, if I'm being honest. It was a pretty shite, lacklustre start. But good work for Tav. Grabs himself an assist here. Plays the ball on a plate to Danilo. Danilo jumps up, heads it into the back of the net. Lovely finish, but in the progress, he's took out Liam Gordon. He's tried to defend. He's attacked, 2-1 doesn't go. Headbutt, good night. Both of them have to get took off. Danilo looking, his eye is completely closed. Looks like there's some sort of, I don't know, an orbital fracture. Something along those lines. That looks like a long injury. To me, that looks like a 6 to 8 week sort of gimmick. That's not good. We start him, he scores. Couldn't ask for much more in that regard. But sadly gets injured and we have to bring on Sima. I thought Sima looked lively, but the guy's end product is non-existent. Let's be real. Let's just call a spade a spade. It is non-existent. But yeah, pretty poor for the sake of Danilo here. And to me, I don't think if Danilo stays on here, we play much better. I don't, because you can't be a one-man team. But what I would say is maybe he could have scored more goals, because I thought we played shite, and I'm not going to say here because we brought Sima on we played shite. We played shite for the get-go in this game. Make no mistake about it. It's not just here. As soon as I sub was maybe played shite, but these two get subbed off. Gordon and Danilo for McClelland for St Johnstone, and then of course, like I said, Sima gets brought on, but we don't really do much in this first half. Sima has a shot saved, pretty good work to be honest, but it is saved. Raskin has a shot blocked, I believe a hit off Tom Lawrence. Considine has a header, then Roof, ball whipped into him, he misses an easy header to be honest. Then we go to half time, so at this point St Johnstone haven't really troubled us, but you just know, right, that they're going to come out and change their tactics. We go into the start of this second half, and holy shit, what is going on here? So Johnstone are all over us, and I'll tell you what, right? See when Butland puts his foot out and catches Chris Kane, to me that is a penalty, right? Because I can't turn around and say this ain't a penalty when I'm saying last in the when in the Old Firm, Desser's getting booked, should be play on, that goal should stand. Butland's went to kick the ball here, and it looks like Chris Kane's got the ball first and Butland's followed through. But obviously, here, that's not the rules apparently, so we get away with one in my eyes, right? Then straight after this, we've got a Chris Kane fucking dive, apparently, because Lawrence is all over Chris Kane. He's got both hands on him, and for me, this could very easily be given as a penalty. It could be. Numerous instances where this could be given, but again, it's not given. Who knows? Then there's a bit of a goalmouth scramble for St Johnstone. They're looking for anybody. They poke that ball into the back of the net, but nobody can. And then at this point we're hanging on, but then we do get a good opportunity, because guess what? Damn it, we get it. we get the goal. Sima does brilliantly down the right hand side and then plays it to Roof for 2-0. But the whole time the referee's flag assistant was up, but they just continued to let it play on. And I didn't really get this. Like, normally they don't stick their flags up, and if they do, the ref will just call it back straight away. But Roof put it in the back of the net. And yeah, we're sitting here thinking at this point, right, it probably was offside because it looked it. Then as the replay shows, he's clearly on. And for me, this is level, right? But you can't really get level these days. And it actually looks like, if anything, it's on for us. It does look like the St Johnston's left leg is keeping Sima on, but deemed it offside. But like I said, we kind of got away with 2 penalties, so fair enough. And then, Rabbit Matondo. Decent wee ball for Lawrence, but it's all Matondo this. The pace coming on, lovely finish, and that similar to his PSV goal. This is what this guy's capable of. You know, it's like the signature Thierry Henry finish, and I'm not saying Rabbit Matondo's good as Thierry Henry. I'm not, but we all know Thierry Henry's style, man. In behind, that drop of the shoulder, leaning a wee bit back, placing it into that bottom right hand corner. That was Thierry Henry's trademark. And Matondo, here, he's got 2 so far, pretty much exactly the same. I wouldn't mind if he kept it going. Sima hit wide, and we managed to see the game out, guys. We won, but it didn't fill me with much hope. But it's 3 points, right? But for me, for large periods of that game, we were absolutely abysmal. And I'm not going to beat around the bush when I say that. We were shite, but we won. And roll on best, but opinions do not change on Bale. He's going to have to do some miracles here to get me changed. And if you looked on Twitter, everyone was saying it was bleak, it was depressing, it was the worst performance they've ever fucking seen, etc. So yeah, I'm not the only one, but until then, peace.